Welcome in, Outlaws. It's KGB, your host for another Brave stream. Welcome in, Gene. Welcome in there, Tim. Glad you guys have stopped by. Will we get a win today against these Dodgers that are on fire right now? Boy, we just couldn't get nothing going yesterday. 11-2 we lost. So let's hope we can at least bounce back and grab us a win out of this 3-game series. We need at least one. We cannot go down 3 games in a row. We just cannot. All right, so first pitch is scheduled for 4:10 p.m. Eastern, 3:10 Central. We're about 10 minutes out. Geez, just chilling. All right. Glad you popped in already, buddy. So what I'm gonna do here while we wait is I am gonna go ahead and log in and grab the giveaway stuff today. So just bear with me. And of course you would. All right. Had to verify. And let's check out. All right, so let's go ahead. All right. Welcome in, everybody. Don't mind me. I'm just kidding. You know what? Let's check down on the ball field here real quick, and maybe we can get you some sound that way while I finish up purchasing these. Oh, we can't put you on a commercial. Just about done, everybody. Just about done. All right. So those have been purchased. All right. So here we get going. We get this saved up. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna hand out a few Steam game keys, and we will do a gifting of a channel membership during tonight's broadcast. I know it's not exactly what I wanted to do, but it's what I have left to do. All right, so we're good to roll with that. We are good to roll with that. All right. Sorry about the downtime and a little bit of wait there, guys and gals. So bring up Discord. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. The first pitch is scheduled in 2 minutes. As soon as it comes off a commercial, I'm going to get you down on the field. Yes, 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 indeed. All right, so we need to pop out the chat. Pop out our chat. Sorry if you've been typing to me. Hey, George, how you doing? I just got a chance to look back under the chat now. All right, Gene. Well, if you have to, I certainly appreciate you stopping in while you did. Completely understand. All right, so here we are down on
Brian Snitker's crew.
Down on the
your
field.
Local Toyota dealers. The difference today.
All right,
Adam
so
Duvall will
let's get a
the
look
start
at
out in left. Chadwick Trump will get the start behind the dish.
Today's lineup. We'll see Ronald Acuna Jr. batting first. Ozzie Albies.
That lineup for the Dodgers is a veteran.
Ronald Acuna Jr. will be batting first, playing right field. Ozzie Albies will be batting second, playing second base.
And there have been some real struggles
Riley
for James Paxton. Check out that note over his last three starts. 16 walks in 14 and 2/3 innings, so the command has been a real issue. He is 3-0, however, with a 3.5 ERA. So problems in the zone.
Orlando Arcia
have been the issues. Got a 14 fastball, curveball,
shortstop.
cutter,
Michael
changeup,
Harris
and
second is our
in that
center
pitch
fielder, and he'll be batting seventh.
And CJ, that
Adam
leads us
Duvall,
to this afternoon's
batting
Ford
eighth,
Key.
playing left field.
Well, let's go ahead and celebrate Cinco de
Chadwick
Mayo and
Trump,
score at least
batting
5 runs.
ninth,
When the Braves score at
he'll
least
be
5,
playing
they're
against
17-1 this year. That will work.
Our starting
They play
pitcher
here
for the night
this
will be
afternoon.
Max
Of course, it is
Fried.
Hollywood. Max
He is a
Fried
left-handed
on the
pitcher.
mound. We talked about this in the pregame
So
show. He
here
has
we
been
go.
very
We're
good
getting
in
the
this
game
ballpark.
underway.
In the regular season, we'll take another one of those really strong regular season starts at Dodger Stadium.
And the Braves could use it as the Dodgers go for the sweep here on a Sunday afternoon. Paxton's first pitch is fouled back by Acuna, and off we go at 1:10 Pacific, 4:10 back in Atlanta.
I'll pause this up. I'll get 3D interactive up. And
11 innings, 4-3 the final.
All right. Let's see why it didn't want to pop up. All right. Interactive. That's that first pitch. We're waiting for the second.
Eleven to 2.
Oh, damn it. Phone calls.
And it was just a matter of time, I think, for Ronald before we started to see that bat kind of really get going. He's extremely important, of course, at the very top of the lineup, and I think we're about to see a nice little run here from the MVP.
The 5 hits include.
This one should get synced. There we go. We're synced.
Not getting the call. Corey Blazer, the home plate umpire, saying that's too low. 1-2.
All right, so 1-2 the count. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in.
The lefty fires, and this time
swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Ronald Acuna.
One away.
Lead off strikeout.
Dodger defense behind James Paxton looks like this. Brought to you by Racetrack. Chris Taylor getting the start at left on a Sunday. Red hot Andy Pages back in center.
All right.
Kike Hernandez, his first start of the series. It comes over third base, and then Austin Barnes, backup catcher instead of Will Smith this afternoon.
So how about Max Muncy? You go out and you hit 3 home runs, and what does that get you? The day off.
All right, so 1-0 the count. Ozzie Albies.
And
foul ball, so 1-1 count.
Not a huge sample size, but they're pretty good. I think he maybe went to Dave Roberts and said, "Come on, Skip, put me back in the lineup today."
5 for 16.
Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate stopping in. Hey, if you haven't done so, please smash that thumbs up for us.
I know one thing, Brian Snickers.
We got a 20-like goal set for the
stream. Good call. Keep him on the bench.
We reach that goal and we'll raise it up and try to climb even further. I would certainly appreciate it. And if you stop by
1-2 to Ozzie,
and you watch for a while and you like what you see, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Love to have you as an outlaw.
And he waves and misses. There's a double curve. He throws that around
2 Ks on the day already for Paxton.
So we see a couple of
2 up,
chases
2
here
down.
The zone, 2 hitters into this. What becomes important.
We got Austin Riley heading to the batter's box.
Ozzie Albies are having with the guys behind them because the only person
Riley
in
the first inning of game 1 finally broke his home run slump that he had.
He was off today. So this is a first look for everybody at James Paxton to show that information that you can pass along.
Game 1, we see Austin Riley and
what you see on that breaking ball from
Ronald Acuna break their home run slumps.
That process.
But thereafter, no more.
Riley hits the 0-1 foul down the right field line, and I would imagine, CJ, when you're matching up for the first time, the advantage probably with the pitcher?
Absolutely. Especially when you have a guy that has this deep of a repertoire. Talked about and already seen it. The curveball, the cutter, and the changeup to go along with 2 different types of fastballs. But they want to know, what does it look like? What's that fastball look like coming out of his hand? Can you see it?
Comes the pitch down and dirty, ball 1.
Game in Dodger Stadium.
So 1-2 to Austin Riley. Austin Riley with a 307 batting average.
First time.
I know he's got 3 home runs.
Here's a 1-2 pitch to Riley.
They got some weird.
And he fouls it back.
Stats up here right now. Oh, that's
so James
Paxton versus the Dodgers.
Been around,
last 19
35
games.
years old, but this is the first time that he has started against the Atlanta Braves. Parts of 11 seasons.
He has 3 home runs for sure.
For Paxton.
242 batting at. Oh, okay.
He has had
Let me start that again. Austin Riley with a
Never
242 batting average on the season.
Had Tommy John surgery in 2021 that also
3 home
cost
runs,
him the entire
and I
2022 season. So he has had a lot of bumps in the road.
So 1-2 the count, 2 outs.
2-2.
Far and outside, so 2-2 to count.
And
that's going to be
high.
ball 4.
And it was 3-2, so there is the walk issued to Riley. Well, you mentioned it, CJ, but that's now 23 walks, most in baseball.
And it's not as if he's got a ton of innings under his belt either. He hasn't gotten particularly deep in games. Borderline pitch here at the very top of the zone. And that fastball from James Paxton. But there's a real anticipation here, certainly for Braves hitters, as Austin Riley is going back now and realizing the count was indeed 3-1.
Okay. So I wasn't crazy.
Well,
yeah. Take that with a grain of salt. So Paxton
okay, that is not a walk.
Walks on the season, which
I guess
still
it's
leads
3-2 full count now.
Here comes a payoff pitch to Riley. And we'll do another one.
Ball. What doesn't make any sense.
I didn't even notice. I wondered
is they say it was 3-2, but it was 3-1.
Austin thought was a ball.
Now the big board said 2-2, so it had it right.
Yeah, the big board said 2-2.
That is high.
That's going to be ball 4.
We got where we were originally, a 2-out walk to Austin Riley.
So a 2-out walk.
And pretty much the same pitch, right?
We are now on
first. Even a little bit
we
higher.
have a scoring runner on
James
first.
Paxton, 2 more pitches, but Austin Riley still gets his walk.
After the last start, James Paxton said about the walk issues and the media.
That's definitely the one of the problems we've had is
some of my pitches.
We have got
it's
to
very
score
frustrating.
early.
Something he was
early
hoping
in
to
these
correct
games.
here today. Matt Olson unlaunches on this.
That is
to right field.
back to the field. Caught.
And Hernandez catches it on the track.
On the track. Matt Olson still in a slumber. Still in a slumber for Matt Olson. We've seen Shohei Ohtani hit his 8th home run yesterday. And Max Muncy, everybody. Last night's game, 3 home runs in last night's game. Congratulations, Dodgers fans. Your team was on fire last night. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in. Hey, if you haven't done so yet, please smash that thumbs up, guys and gals. We're looking for a 20 like goal on the stream tonight. Remember, the more likes I get, the more the algorithm will push me to a broader audience. And yes, indeed, I am trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. So all those thumbs up, all those subscribes, all the interaction in the chat, all that helps that algorithm move my needle up. So please, please, please help this small streamer out. And I would love you long time. Don't forget that we are partially monetized, so we can accept super chats, super stickers, and super thanks. As well as we have memberships we have a 3-tier membership plan. You can become a rookie member.
One in Max
back down the
so
field.
far.
You can become a
This
rookie
year,
member for 99 cents.
Been here at
You can
Dodger
become a
Stadium,
pro
and you can see
member
those
for
overall numbers in the
$1.99 a
6
month.
starts getting
Or you
exactly
can
where
become
you'd like them to be, including that whip and that
MVP
batting average
member
again.
for $2.99 a month.
And he gets a strike call to Mookie Betts to line up from your local
So,
Toyota
Max
dealers.
Fried.
Of the same top 3, then Dave Roberts is
Now, I don't know if Maxie, I don't know if he pitched at all during the Seattle Mariners
the 3
series.
MVPs, Betts, Ohtani,
But last game I watched him in, Max pitched a phenomenal game. Comes the pitch. Come on
2
up.
balls and a strike to Mookie Betts, who came into this series, did Betts with the best batting average.
All right, so we got Mookie Betts with a
360
batting average, 6 home runs, 27 ribbies,
now leads
and a
baseball
1.5
in the batting average category.
Yes.
Just off the outside.
Good numbers for the season start.
And barely won.
Hey, how you doing, Danny?
The hit that he had in last night's ball game was originally.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate
that. Then it was switched to a hit. That was the pop up to Ozzie. Is that right? Yeah.
Certainly appreciate the love, man.
And here he takes a free pass to start the bottom of the
Well, that's going to be first walk of the day for Max
for the Atlanta Braves, presented by our friends at Racetrack. Adam Duvall getting the start out in left field. And everything looks the same on the infield.
All right, guys and gals, to remind everybody, today is our Golden Broom celebration day. The Golden Broom. Oh, we got Shohei Ohtani up the bat.
Good series for him.
I'll inform everybody about the Golden Broom after this at bat.
Over the 2 games.
So obviously Max has pitched a lot against the Dodgers and a lot of.
Want to know the count?
However, he has never.
No outs. Runner on first, bottom of the first.
One of the best pitchers.
Here comes the windup and the delivery
for the first time. Here
Max tries to go to first to pick off Betts. Betts is back, safe. All right, so here's the windup.
This time Max
the delivery.
Home.
Strike. Very nice.
With a fastball. So he had that unbelievable complete game. 92 pitches at home.
We have Max Fried pitching for us, Matthew.
Seattle. No hitter through 6 innings. Gets pulled because he's already at 100 pitches. Unfortunately, the Braves lost that game 2-1. But Max Fried has been on track.
There we go. Now that one was pretty low and below. I'll say it like I always do. I'll accept that.
And that was the only start
now, of course we will, you know, because it was for us.
Max Fried has been on the mound.
It benefited us. But I'm okay with calling them kind of calls as long as he is consistent across the board with both teams. 1-2 the count.
A long look at Mookie Betts. Got Ohtani to reach there for the curveball.
That'll be foul ball, so we'll do that again.
Hold that long. Obviously, Mookie Betts can run the bases really well, but you're also
we got Shohei Ohtani with a 345 batting average and a 1.044 OPS on the year.
Max, we know,
got 8 home runs thus far, and I'm not sure how many ribbies yet. Doesn't tell me. Comes wind up in the delivery.
Sends this to center.
Oh, that is gone.
Back at the wall, and it's gone.
Ohtani with his 9th home run of the year. Ouch, that hurt. Hey, D, how you doing, buddy? Dodgers jumping on an early lead, 2-0.
Well, you had that 1-2 count. You take a look at this breaking ball. The location is not where Max Fried wanted it. He's ahead in the count. He's trying to get that ball away. Trying to get a swing and something off the plate.
The man's earning his money.
That
is why the Dodgers paid him the money they paid him.
And now Freddie Freeman fouls it off. Well, everybody knows how good number 17 in a Dodgers uniform is, and he has shown it again in this series. And he gives the Dodgers a 2-0 lead.
All right, so the Golden Broom celebration that will be taking place all throughout the stream today.
Even though he can't pitch this year due to the injury
from
last
our
September.
Series with the Miami Marlins.
As the
Braves swept them.
The other kind of amazing part
anytime we get a sweep on a team, we earn what is called the Golden Broom celebration. It could be basically it's just a night of giveaways during the stream.
That you do coming back from that elbow
it could be. It'll be a host of different things. Tonight's going to be.
That was slipped out of Fried's hands.
Fried just hit
didn't break.
Freddie.
Freeman trots down to first
so
base.
Freeman trots to first. Still no outs.
Field issue here early on for Max Fried.
So
Shohei Ohtani ended up hitting that curveball out the center field.
And to come back and hit old Trump in the unmentionable
strikeouts in 9 at-bats.
But anyways, it could be a host of different things. Tonight will be you'll need to break out your Steam game client. Steam is a free to download, free to use, free to install gaming client for PC players.
Now Teoscar Hernandez.
And I will be throwing out some game keys in the chat. You just got to be the first to grab that key, go to your Steam game client,
Reed, of course,
go to the redeem section, paste it in, and redeem it. But you have to be quick, guys and gals, because it's one redeem per key.
Out here.
So if somebody else is faster and beats you to it, it's going to tell you that the game has already been won. Oh, safe at first, but we got the leadoff man.
Thanks to Orlando Arcia.
Great play by Arcia.
Showing off that great range. We have seen it all season long. Tremendous defense.
We'll get an error just telling you that it's already been claimed if somebody else beats you to it.
While he was sliding. Watch this right here. For that to even be
and as I said,
one hopper there,
it's because the Braves swept the team. He didn't have to do anything for this giveaway.
From Orlando.
And then, of course, that same
game
series, our community vote in the chat got it correct for all 3 games, so we'll have a celebration for that. That's going to come a little bit further down in one of the next couple series. I had planned on doing it yesterday, and sorry, I got a very late start in it.
We saw Hernandez come off the bench in game 1.
Hey, welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in. If you're just joining us, the Dodgers are currently leading 2-0, bottom of the first. 1 out, runner on first, a 2-0 count to Hernandez. Hernandez with a .229 batting average, 1 home run, 6 ribbies, and a .571 OPS.
Boston to second for 1.
First, second, there's a double play.
Max Fried bounces back.
Got him that time, so that's going to end the first, but the damage has been done. Dodgers up 2-0. Yeah, I guess I probably should have waited until in between the change-outs to tell you about that. But with that said, get your Steam game clients ready. Get your Steam game clients ready. Now, I did not price these games. In the beginning of the stream, I just went and I purchased it. I do know what games they are, but I don't know what they're worth. So, here comes the first. There you have it. Our first giveaway of the night. Take that game key. Now, you wouldn't use the _ jet ski and race ... That's just the name of the game. You would start with the YW9LA and the remainder of that. That's what you're going to go to your Steam game client in the redeem section, and you're going to redeem that. Tim, you missed us going. Shohei Ohtani hit his 9th homer. He had a 2-run blast. So they are up 2-0.
For the Big Bear.
We're back to Dodger Stadium.
And Marcell is due. He is hitless in this series, 0 for 8.
Come on, Big Bear.
Of course, got off to that torrid start.
Oh, congratulations, D. Our first random membership giveaway, and Pete Carroll was the recipient. Congratulations, my friend. That's one of 2 memberships we'll be gifted out tonight. Down and dirty, ball 2.
With that win yesterday, the Dodgers 10-2 in their last 12, and the Braves kind of hitting that first skid of the season, which you're bound to go through over the course of 162. But Atlanta just 2 wins over their last 7 games now.
Yep, YouTube does all the choosing of that.
Swing and a miss, 2-2.
That was a 93-mile-an-hour 4-seam fastball. 2-2 count, no outs.
This ball
Chopper
is
down
it's gonna
third
be a
baseline.
long throw for Hernandez.
Out.
Freeman with a good scoop, and they do get Marcell Ozuna.
Again, a little
That'll
bit
be
of extra
out
time
number
here with
one.
Ozuna running, but this is still a really nice play, especially on the back end there by Freddie Freeman. Because of the bounce, you got to play it back, and so that is a long throw for Hernandez, and not an easy pick, but Braves fans certainly familiar in seeing that from Freddie Freeman.
Kike Hernandez appreciates the effort by his first baseman, and now here's Orlando Arcia.
Orlando with a foul ball, so 0-2 the count already.
So the Braves scuffling a
Orlando
little bit.
with a 270 batting average, 2 home runs, 11
a couple
ribbies,
times last year. I think why
OPS.
some people were a little more anxious this season is the lack of offense, with the Braves scoring under 3 runs a game in that 7-game stretch where they've only won 2. But I don't know. I don't know that anybody down in that clubhouse right now is concerned.
They're not. And even listening to Bryce Elder a little bit talk about his outing and maybe some frustration on his part, reminding himself and, of course, reminding everybody else, it's May 5th today. Right? There's a long way to go.
It's May 5th. Boy, we need these early wins.
We got spoiled last year watching it.
Hernandez, this play a little bit easier.
That's going to do it.
Away.
There's out number 2.
What'd you say that total number was last year, the amount of days in first place?
Like 185 out of 186.
I mean, that's absurd. So, again, that's kind of where we get spoiled as Braves fans in watching that. But the reality is this is a good team, a lot of good players. I don't think anybody's concerned at all.
Yeah, still 20-11 overall is in
I don't know, man.
Behind the Phillies.
I don't know if I agree with what he's
won
saying.
15 out of 18.
And nobody's worried.
Hard, but Mookie Betts makes the
there
play.
You go, out number 3. I mean,
to the left side in the top of the second.
Is this, will the Dodgers stay consistent like they are right now? These are things, these are legitimate questions. If we can't beat them now, are we going to be able to beat them later in the season when they really get their stride going? I mean, Ohtani already on his 9th homer. And now, I will say that, look at Max Muncy yesterday. 3 homers in the game. Phenomenal gameplay they've had this series for the Dodgers. They are definitely, this is why they went out. This is why they spent the money on Shohei. It's why they brought in Shohei's fellow Japanese pitcher. Sorry, I can't remember his name. That's why they went out and got these acquisitions. Not accusations. Acquisitions. Was to really contend this year. And our announcers are talking that the clubhouse isn't worried about the games we're losing and whatnot. I would be, because our batters are not. They're not playing like they did last year for sure. We're lucky to be sitting with the wins we got. Let's put it that way. When you see Ronald Acuna with 2 home runs, Austin Riley sitting with 3. Ozzie Albies, I think, has 2 or 3 homers on the year. Matt Olson's sitting at 3. And then Ozuna who broke out in the month of April. 9 home runs, just batting phenomenally.
That's the most among any major league starter. That launch angle right around 0 degrees, so he's keeping the ball on the ground with it. And how about the average exit velocity, just 80 miles per hour? That's the lowest of any starting pitcher.
So here comes Fried in the
pitch.
Fastball. Ball 1.
And he goes curveball right out the chute there. So.
Of course, he obviously wasn't in our production meeting today before the game, but it's fine. We'll be okay with it. But it is amazing to see, and when he is at his best, keeps the baseball on the ground. Low exit velocity has been one of the best in the game for a long time. I think the thing that's surprising about those numbers that Wiley just shared with us, it's that it's the 4-seam fastball that he's getting the ground balls with, and the fact that it's cutting. It's one thing if it had a natural.
I don't know, Tim. Do you really?
Guys get it off the end of the
do you really want to bring?
4-seamers more often than not are going to be a swing and miss.
Bring that kind of drama in the clubhouse.
So it's a really.
I think that's
fastball,
what
good velocity.
With the Trevor Bauer stuff that's going on. I think that's what a lot of teams are looking at. Do they want to bring that kind of
Pages is just
circus,
on an amazing stretch in his first couple of weeks in the bigs. And in this series, he's 6 for 10. He had the game-winning hit on Friday, and then he had a home run yesterday.
All right, Andy Pages, 2-2 count. No outs. He's got a .338 batting average, 4 homers, 12 ribbies.
And Fried gets a call on the outside corner. Pages did not like the call from Corey Blazer. There is
That'll
one away.
Strike 3.
Well, that worked out better for what we were just talking about. This was that four-seam fastball, and here's the cut that Wiley was mentioning. You can see the way that Chadwick Tromp caught that baseball. And quite honestly, I feel like it caught a little bit more of the plate than it even looks like there. But that is the movement. It looks like a backdoor four-seam fastball if there was ever such a thing.
That one found
Chopper
the bat
up
of
to
Ozzie.
Ozzie over to Matt Olson for out number 2.
2 outs here in the bottom of the second.
At our next intermission, everybody, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the 3D interactive replay of Shohei Ohtani's home run.
By the way, with that non-walk plate appearance there for Pages, he is now in 4th place all alone in Dodger history with the most plate appearances to start a career without a walk at 71.
Comes the
who
pitch.
has the record?
A guy from 90 years ago.
One low man.
Wilter Sterling or something. What was it?
It's 73. Ray Barris, B-E-R-R-E-S. He's in some pretty special territory right now, at least for Dodger history. The record is 100.
Iced coffee.
Plate appearances. That's Zach Taylor. That was over 2 seasons.
You say hi to YouTube.
So this is
say hi.
Getting pretty special.
Hi YouTube. My name's Hazel.
He is aggressive.
I'm the pretty girl. Hello, you're the pretty girl. Yeah.
Well, that corner is being called by Corey Blazer. Let's see if Max Fried can continue to take advantage.
She loves YouTube. Concha. Huh?
Fried trying to get a 1-2-3 bottom of the second, and he's got it.
Got it. Strike 3.
A couple of strikeouts.
Gotta do it.
As Fried sets
End
him down
of the
in
second.
order,
We're heading to the top of the 3rd. Hey, how you doing, Gilbert? You know, yeah, you're very true. You're very true, Tim. And I believe you guys have said that he was cleared of all wrongdoing, was he not? I think that would be a great acquisition too, Gilbert, with picking up Mike Trout, but the sad thing is Trout is so injury prone. I mean, the last 3 seasons, I've been paying attention to baseball again since, the ending of the 22 season. And he's been hurt. He was hurt in the 22 season. He was hurt last season, even though it wasn't a whole season type injury. And now he's hurt again. The guy's a great player. Already had 10 home runs. Early in the season, he had 10 home runs. Trout's been hurt for a few weeks now. I think Trout would be an awesome acquisition, but I don't think the Braves would pull the trigger on that solely due to being injury prone. Oh, 11th home run. Okay, thank you, Jim. I thought it was 10.
Day.
All right, we are back to Dodger Stadium.
Good day for
we got Adam Duvall at the plate. First pitch was a ball, so we want to know the count.
And fouls it out of play.
Ball,
so we had some
1-1.
Good breakfast tacos today.
Trout with a .213 batting average, 2 homers, 8 ribbies, and a
help out the visiting TV booth. I don't know if breakfast tacos necessarily fall under the big celebration. We did have corn tortillas, so
we'll
I thought
see
that was
Chadwick Tromp on deck, and we got
a good way to start the day. Appreciate them sharing with us.
That's going to be a blooper. That'll be a base hit.
And he has his
there we
first
go.
hit.
Lead off
Solid
single.
Line drive single to center field.
He continues to do great work here against lefties. 8 for 30 coming into this one. Both of his home runs against left-handed pitchers. That is why he is on this roster. That's why he is in the lineup. And he does it against that knuckle curveball from James Paxton.
This ball is grounded as short, deep in the hole. Double play, 6-4-3. Started it, Rojas turned it. And just like that, Duvall and Trump are eliminated.
Boy, the Dodgers defense is
slow developing play here, but a couple of slower runners on the base passes. We're going to watch.
I don't know why it took the first base ump so long to call that.
Guy, of course, is a Gold Glove caliber outfielder. The transition has been really smooth for him. He's gone unnoticed, which I think is kind of a good thing, right? Defensively, nothing is stuck out. Heads up, there's a balloon coming in our booth right now.
It's close. It might make it in here. You ready?
I'm like, oh, what the?
It made a left turn for Albuquerque.
Is that thing on a remote control or something? Like I was going to land in my lap.
Total fake out.
Never seen that, ever. Well, not that I've been doing games that long, but
by the way,
about 10 years.
I don't see a single other balloon in the entire stadium. I don't know where it came from, but here we are. Now Ronald
down and dirty, so 1-2 the count to Ronald Acuna Jr., who was 0 for 1
ball that comes up here with a little bit of heat.
He was struck out in the first.
You don't get many foul
Acuna
balls
is 5 for 10
in
this series against the
Dodgers.
Back.
Freddie Freeman had Acuna
make
play
that
perfectly. So a leadoff single,
5
but
for
nothing
11
to show for it. Still 2-0. Hey, there's the balloon.
So that's 3 up, 3 down. All right, let's get a few shout outs going out there, guys and gals. So we're going to give a shout out to our good friend On The Go with CeeLo, another sports streamer and then some. So if you like the content that you see here, you'll definitely like his channel. So be sure to check him out. We'll bring him up one more time. Top right corner of the interactive. That's On The Go with CeeLo. Go to youtube.com/@OnTheGoWithCeeLo. Secondly, we'd like to give a shout out to Goose Sports. You can go to youtube.com/@GooseSports. He's another long time streamer. He's been around for about 12 years, 10-12 years, I believe. Another real good streamer. I enjoy watching him. He doesn't really use any of the sound or anything like that. He does all personal commentate. So if that's your kind of thing, definitely head on over there and check him out as well. You're very welcome, D. Yeah, there's one more membership plan to be given away, so I have nothing to do with that. YouTube showed you. It only lets me make the purchase, and then it takes care of the rest. Oh, that is so good.
Throws a strike to the backup catcher.
Back to Dodger Field. 0-1 the count to Austin Barnes.
Smith starting the last couple of games. Barnes getting the opportunity.
That's going to be a chopper to Riley over to Olsen, out number 1.
Well, Max Fried to start the game.
Mookie Betts is heading to the batter's box, and we'll have Shohei Ohtani on deck.
He is retired.
Will Smith is not playing today.
And it's been either a ground ball.
So we'll have Freddie Freeman
and
up after.
Talk about Max Fried, and when he's going, that is what he does well. He knows how to keep the baseball on the ground. And Riley talked about that four-seamer with some cut that does it, but it's not the only pitch. He really knows how to use that entire repertoire to make sure that the baseball stays on the ground.
Okay, Tim, you'll take that code. You gotta have the Steam game client. It's for playing PC games or virtual reality games.
Including
you can do a lot with Steam. It's free to download, free to use. There's all kinds, I mean, hundreds, if not thousands, of free games. You can buy games, sell games, all kinds of things with Steam.
And as
really great if you're a gamer.
Friends and family, including his parents.
And like I said, it is free to download, free to install, free to use, and there's thousands of free games to start.
Being a parent of an athlete, I think, is certainly tough enough.
So what you would do is you go get your Steam game client, and when I put a code up, you want to be the first to grab that code and go to the redeem game section on Steam,
on this stage, that there's just an extra
paste it in there and claim it. Now you're only going to put the key, don't put the game name or nothing with it, just all right, so sorry about that. Mookie Betts just hit a ground ball over to shortstop. Throws the first base to Olsen for out number 2. So we have Shohei Ohtani heading to the plate. Shohei's first plate appearance was a 2-run home run.
Michael Harris is
and
close, or whoever
did
may
not
be.
Look at that.
He's going to get an at-bat.
I will get that up.
Inning. Maybe not. But everything, of
this
course,
next
like you said, all the eyeballs that are watching the
next
right
intermission, we'll go ahead and show that. Sorry, I didn't get it done the last time.
Ohtani with a 2-run homer to center field in the first inning. That's the difference in the game right now.
Down in the dirt, ball 2. Tell you, Max is not looking nowhere near as good as he did the last outing I seen him.
He's groomed a lot of athletes, a lot of baseball players here in Southern California. Big cut, 2-1. But when Fried was there, Lucas Giolito was there.
Big swing and miss for Ohtani.
So 3 very good pitchers at the same time at that high school.
And was it Ethan Katz was the coach who was still
Ohtani with a 350 batting average. 9 homers, 24 ribs, and a 1.072 OPS.
That high school is 14.
Swing and a miss for strike 2, so that's 2-2 to count.
His high school career.
Gotta believe there's worse places to go to high school than Santa Monica High School. It's probably a fun upbringing.
Two down, 2-2 pitch. Riley over, can't get there.
Riley could not
goes the
missed
other
it,
way.
so Ohtani's going to have a 2-out single.
6 now in the series.
Something that we have seen.
Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in.
Shohei Ohtani is his ability
haven't done
to
so
cover
yet,
all
please
parts
smash
of the
that
plate.
thumbs
Remember
up.
the hit that he had against Raisel Iglesias that tied the game late. It was a changeup off the plate. He had a curveball.
Thank you so much. We are almost at that 20-like goal already.
A four-seam fastball cutting away from him, probably outside of the strike zone. And what's it going to say? He slapped it the other way, but look at that exit velocity. It's 97 miles an hour.
Sitting at 14 likes.
This one a little softer and an easy play for Ozzie Albies.
That should do it. That's out number 3. So we are going to head to the top of the 4th. The Braves have some work to do. We'll have Albies, Riley, and Olsen up to bat. All right, so for your viewing pleasure, and here we go. This is Shohei Ohtani's first inning 2-run blast. And there you have it. We'll watch that one more time. Bam! That'll be Shohei's ninth homer of the year, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, remember, everybody, today's game on the MLB.com, today's Braves and Dodgers game is the free game of the day. So you can go and watch the game free on MLB.com. You'll need an account, but it's free to make an account. Yeah, of course I want you to stay with me and watch with us, but you know, I don't have a problem with letting you guys know. Maybe you'll throw the game on, keep my stream on, and hang out. Who knows?
In this ballpark, like game 1 of this series, right?
Yep, both home.
Austin Riley, first plate appearance was a walk.
That first game. He skies this.
That's going to be a shallow
right center. Who's going to take it? Some communication
and that's caught.
issues.
Out number 1.
Rojas is the one to grab it in front of Hernandez.
You can laugh about it when the play is made, but there's Rojas having maybe a little bit more of an intense conversation than you might expect. Good defensive player, good guy to have on your team, kind of bounce around. He can play some short third. Here he is at second, and I think maybe he was anticipating, because of how high it was, that Hernandez was going to get there.
Will Matt Olson break
with
the slump
briefly
today?
Miguel Rojas,
we certainly hope so.
And myself and Eric Abreu, who are all on that team, are both coach here with Atlanta. Yeah, I mean, when I say briefly,
it'd be nice if the whole team broke their slump.
But still, crazy.
Everybody has been in such a
slump. Played together on a winter ball team. Here's Matt Olson. Hit it to deep right last time up in the first inning.
That was high and outside. Ball 2. That's about hit him. Matt Olson 0 for 1 on the day. He had a fly out in the first.
We ran into Eric the other day. It was kind of funny. And he was like where we would be.
Listen to this.
In uniform, but in the hallways and kind of
Matt Olson,
the bottom of the stadium.
A 193 batting average.
3
home runs. 16 RBIs.
It's beautiful up there. And he had somebody like they wanted a picture from the very top of Dodger Stadium. He didn't seem all that thrilled about having to go do it, because it's pretty high.
I just don't know what to say.
But he was in the elevator in full uni.
3-2 count.
Yeah,
2 outs. Top of the 4th.
It is high up there. It is.
And I'm sure he doesn't know what to say.
Stadium with just a ton of history. This is deep down the left field line off the bat of Matt Olson.
Wow.
And it is just foul.
Oh, just foul.
Not by much.
Hey, how you doing, David?
So he almost hit a homer to right in the first inning and just missed one here down the left field line.
How far this ball goes. This is 360 feet down the line to the
opposite. All right. Giveaway alert. Giveaway alert. Giveaway alert. Giveaway incoming. Giveaway incoming.
And now a 3-2 pitch. And that got a good piece of him.
Giveaway alert.
Be okay.
Giveaway
good
alert.
Swings here so far this afternoon for Matt Olson against James Paxton. Not surprising. We talked a lot about the struggles that he has had overall this year, but especially.
All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Off the foot of Matt Olson. They came in hitting .333 against him.
Remember, be the first to grab this game key. Head on over to your Steam game client, go to the redeem section, throw it in there, redeem it. If you are the first to do so, the game is yours for free, for life.
And James Paxton cruising.
That'll do it. We're heading to the bottom of the 4th. Dodgers still leading 2-0. Game key incoming. That is actually the game that it is. Remember, the _ fantasy land world whatever ... is the name. You want to start with the 8v9. All the rest of that is your game key. Copy and paste that into the redeem section, but you got to be quick. It's 1 redeem per key. So if somebody else gets to it before you do, it'll give you an error and tell you it's already been claimed. This is my way, guys and gals, of saying thank you for all the support you give me. And yes, I know we've been doing game keys for the start of the season. There are other things that will be given away. It's just a little bit harder. It's the logistics of how we're going to do it. I have a plan of doing 3 t-shirts, 3 hats, and possibly if super chats start coming in and people feel generous and want to help the channel out that way, like I said, everything that comes into this channel is given back to the community in one way or another. If we have a decent influx of super chats and donations coming in, I would like to do a team jersey as well this season. So pretty big items to be given away. Your hats are minimal $25 to $45 or more. T-shirts, a minimal of $25 to $45. You know, so. And it's just a way of saying thank you to you guys, you know. I mean, I'm here. Yes, I'm here for myself, of course. You know, I'm trying to make it up there so I can try to make a living at doing this. But I'm also doing it for you because I absolutely enjoy coming here, hanging out with you good people, meeting all the new faces from around the world. You guys are awesome.
Miami.
All right, we are back.
One run, so he's been good on the road again this year.
Of course, not many starts on the road last
That'll
year.
That'll be ball one to start.
And then forearm injuries. Only 14 starts all told in 2023 with a 2.55 ERA for Max Fried. Cleanup hitter Teoscar Hernandez through a changeup.
1-1 the count with that swing and a miss. Hernandez, who's 0 for 1 on the day, grounded out. Grounded out in the first.
And Max Fried, who not only grew up here, but used to wear number 32 in honor of Sandy Koufax. Of course, left-handed like Koufax was. And
foul ball.
Got to meet him 2018 when the Braves.
So Hernandez with a 250 batting average, 7 home runs, 23 ribbies, and a 769 OPS on the season. 1-2 count, no outs. Bottom of the fourth. Starting to see some inconsistency with this.
Hernandez grounded out to short back in the first inning. He awaits a 2-2 pitch.
A strike before, and now it's a ball.
And he gets him.
Got it swinging.
And Max Fried with his third strikeout of the
afternoon.
Third
K of the day.
Sandy Koufax will be proud
Thanks to the chat, baby. That's Fried's third K on the day.
Fun curveball to watch and very similar to another great lefty here in Los Angeles with Clayton Kershaw.
Clayton Kershaw, who is on the IL right now for the Dodgers, hoping to make a second half return this season.
Again, first pitch is wide left, so ball one.
Dodgers will get Walker Buehler back tomorrow. Going to make his season debut, scheduled to against the Miami Marlins. Big deal for them. He's been out for
thanks for the sub. I certainly appreciate that. You evidently have your YouTube
off the mound
hidden to the public, otherwise it would have popped up and welcomed you to the channel. But so whoever it was, thank you for subscribing and welcome to the channel. Let me get that updated
their
here
rotation,
real quick.
if he stays healthy, gets a little bit better for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Thank you very much.
Probably not a bad idea to have him go against the Marlins instead of the Braves for his.
All right, so we got 2-1 count.
A little bit.
Foul
Marlins
ball.
here for 3 starting tomorrow. The Braves will have tomorrow off before the Red Sox come
Counts
to town
even at
on
2.
Tuesday.
We have 1 out, no runners on, bottom of the fourth, and the Dodgers leading 2-0. Come on, Fried. Oh, come on, son. 3-2, so we have a full count. That one was high and high and way outside. He even had the ump. The ump was ducking, thinking he was going to get smashed in the face.
Pitch from Fried. Grounded to third. Nice play
by
Riley.
Beautiful.
Nice
got him.
Well done by Austin Riley at third base.
Austin Riley with the glove today.
Over at third.
Man, that was
He's
beautiful.
Gonna get a little hop that becomes somewhat of a challenge. Watch the high hop there. He's sliding, and he played it perfectly.
As he's turning back, reaches around, catches the ball, spins, throws it to first, out number 2.
That throw, Kike Hernandez might have been able to beat that one out.
Certainly Max Fried appreciates the efforts of the all-star third baseman.
That's the way to start a at-bat. Strike one.
Both times has hit it to Riley.
I would love to see Austin Riley get that Golden Glove. I really would.
Back in the first inning.
You know, the long throw that he could have opted for is the safe play. Which
I really thought he would at least got that Golden Glove for last season. But unfortunately, it didn't.
Pa has struck out looking in the second inning. And he's down here 1-2.
Looks like Interactive's a little bit ahead of us.
Yesterday, not that exists. But I'm with you.
He does have a 10-game hit streak going. This is just the 17th game of young Andy Pages' major league career.
All right, on this next one. On this next one, it should get synced up. All right, so just waiting for the pitcher to go into motion.
And Pages will not walk. He will strike out again.
Strike
1, 2,
3.
3, bottom of the 4th.
4 Ks on the day. All right.
The Yankees and the Astros again.
We have quite the rivalry.
There's a lot of power in these lineups.
Aaron Judge. Altuve's done it again. What a play for the amazing Soto.
Matthew, did that not work for you? What I sent you yesterday?
Best baseball analysts break down the game's critical moments and assess player performances. The Casamigos Tequila MLB tonight.
Really? Nice, Gilbert. Well, let's hope so. It doesn't quite look like it today. You know, it'd be nice. It'd be nice for us to get this win. The Phillies have really been turning it on too. I think they've won the last 5 of 7 or 7 of 9, something like that. I think that's what I heard them say. All right, we are back to Dodger Field.
We were talking about.
We got Marcell Ozuna at bat.
But the reality is,
first pitch was a ball, so we got 1-0 count.
They're hitting the ball hard more than anybody else in the game.
Gotta be ball 2.
See if they can try to parlay that into some runs here. Right now being shut out 2-0 in the 5th inning. James Paxton, 50 pitches through the first 4 innings, 35 of them strikes.
All right, strike 1 with a foul ball.
Strike count here on Marcell.
Marcell is 0 for 1 on the day. He grounded out in the second.
Pre-game email.
297 batting average, 9 home runs, 32 ribbies, and a 952 OPS.
Marcell Ozuna finds the outfield.
That'll be a base hit.
That'll be a leadoff single here in the 5th inning.
There we go. Leadoff single for the Big Bear.
Marcell, an opportunity maybe as we go second time through the order for the Braves to get on James Paxton. They've let him off.
Wonder where our favorite gal
good job turning on that 93
lady is.
on our fastball. But my issue is this: was presented to us as numbers from Nikowski's Nerd Lab.
Wow.
One of our favorite ladies.
Hyundai inside the numbers.
We got some regulars.
This. How do you feel?
Got some lady friends that frequent the channel.
Yeah, I'm just
I
glad
don't want them to feel like that we don't appreciate them. We absolutely.
For the graphics, you know?
So I'll stand corrected.
It's always a team effort.
Miss Lane is one of our favorite ladies.
Part of the Nerd Lab, so I'm
guessing
several. I'm next.
Party of two. We got room for you. There's lots of room in the lab.
Is the water warm?
The only thing you're not going to like is actually
is the water warm.
Oh yeah, well then we got real problems.
Yep.
Orlando reaches for it. Out to center field. Pages shielding the sun. Boy, that was tough. But he does make the catch. That gives you an idea, though, at 2 o'clock here Pacific, how difficult that sun can be.
And we saw it in
not a problem.
As well with
not a problem, Matthew. I promise you,
then we had the other
you go there,
Miguel Rojas.
They'll always be there.
You're right, though. I mean, you can see how high.
Very, very rare will a game not be there.
This afternoon, I should say. And Pages with the glasses.
I mean, rare.
And just barely.
And like I told you, you change out the MLB with NFL or
another great crowd
NHL,
today at Dodger Stadium.
And you get all those as well.
At over 50,000 game one of the series, about 45,000 yesterday here at the ballpark.
Good man, you're like me. Like I said, there's ways out there. You know, I'm like you. I pay for everything. I actually have two full season accounts this year for MLB. It just so happened Mav and I we bought our first account at the end of February.
Well, Wiley, you've got more on
February 30th or whatever last day of February was.
Against lefties, right, and
we bought it then.
I asked him,
a few weeks into April or a few weeks into March.
Is treating them
my
like right.
cell phone company, T-Mobile, gave the MLB package for all teams free to all their customers.
Fooled, but he is
so I have a second account.
And make the catch 2 away. So Michael Harris hits it pretty well, but nothing to show for it.
Again, going back to what we just talked about to kick off this inning and what the Braves have done with hard contact that just has not turned into outs. That was 103 off the bat. We also mentioned this.
Well, Matthew,
the Dodgers,
the Valley Sports and all that,
batted balls into outs. And
they screwed up anyways. They had bid so much money, you know, to get the Braves.
That is a very good defense for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
I mean, there was huge talks about that last season.
That came in on the hands to Duvall. Pages will come in for this one. He catches all
well, that's
to the top of the
out number 3. Heading to the bottom of the 5th with the Dodgers still leading 2-0. We'll have Rojas, Taylor, and Barnes up to bat when LA returns. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping by. Hey, if you're just new to the channel, please smash that thumbs up. We're trying to reach that 20 like goal today. The curse of the 14. We're still sitting at 14 likes. Come on, everybody. We got 18 people here. We got at least 6 new because we were sitting at 12 people. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up for us. Get us up into that 20 likes. I would certainly appreciate the help. Remember, every thumb up helps a streamer because it shows the algorithm that people do enjoy the content, so it will push me to a broader audience. Now, understanding that a broader audience brings more exposure, brings more subs, helps me climb that ladder. So please, please, please smash that thumbs up. Really? Oh, that is a definite. I know you guys couldn't hear that. They just come out with a commercial for Home Run Derby VR. I have the VR system. I have it all. I have a PlayStation 5. I got the new
2-run homer in the
I have
first
this
inning.
year's
That's the difference.
MLB
Since
The
Then,
Show.
though, Max Fried has really settled in. He's got the
Oh, we're going to have to do something with that, maybe. Do some recording.
Uh-oh, CJ's bringing out the Neuro Gum, powered with natural caffeine.
And all those vitamins. It's feeling like it's about time. Trying to mix it up here a little bit. Again, we have absolutely nothing to do with what goes on in the field, but like I don't know about you. Friday,
1-1 the count.
Vanilla ice cream.
Yes.
Fried will be pitching his 61st pitch.
Negative. Now you would have thought, oh, you do swirl
this
today.
Next pitch.
No ice cream today.
Okay.
Bottom of the
The
fifth.
idea that would help the
No
cause.
outs yet.
It's not working.
That'll be a chopper over to Albies, who's going to throw it to Olsen, out number 1.
One away. Let's peek inside CJ's quote-unquote nerd lab here.
Uh-oh. There we go. Oh. I look a little younger there, actually. Than I feel, at least.
CJ Einstein. I love it.
I don't know about all that, but it's fun. I appreciate it.
That's
we
kinda
can,
cool.
but what we need is runs.
I think that the credit there goes
All right,
to
so one out. Here we go.
On our crew.
Oh.
He likes to get creative in a lab of his own with the graphics and images.
We'll find a way to get him back.
Well, I do appreciate that you went no ice cream today, although I think swirl may have been the play. So I say if the Braves
looks like Taylor took a timeout.
Haven't scored after 6, we're going to send you in there to get the swirl.
We better make sure that machine is still up and running.
Taylor 0 for 1 on the day. He had a strikeout.
We're going to plug it back in. There's a
Strike
strike to Chris
2.
Taylor.
0-2 the count. 1 out. Bottom of the
Vince
5th.
Scully who said it better be plugged in.
Come on, Fried.
In case he needed a late inning.
Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in.
His historic long run.
Maverick is fishing today, D. He's got that 12-week tournament stuff going on.
So
I think this is like week 5, week 6 of it.
And seeing all of the memorabilia, the history of this.
So
place.
every Sunday he'll be fishing.
Areas dedicated just to Vince Scully.
I don't know.
His amazing
He
career. It's really something.
He blew me off yesterday.
Swing and a miss. Change up takes care of Chris Taylor. 2 away.
Good pitch here, perfectly located.
So I honestly don't know.
Change up, got a little movement to it, going down, running away from.
I assume he's fishing.
Hitting Taylor. You're not going to throw in a better spot than that for Max Fried.
So that's K number 5 or 6 on the day, I think.
Ground balls and strikeouts.
For Max Fried, he just struck him out.
He has really refocused.
That's 2 outs.
Since the first 3 batters of the game. Now he's got Austin Barnes at the bottom of this Dodgers order. Barnes been with the Dodgers his entire career since 2015, but he's always really been that secondary catcher. Never started over 62.
Yeah, he's in a tournament.
His career here.
So every Sunday he fishes.
With the big contract that they signed,
they fish for money every Sunday.
Too, that likely continues.
And
for
well,
him.
he does.
Kind of a glove guy first.
This place actually has this stuff going on. I think practically every day.
You can hit or you can catch, and more often than not.
Well, what they do is
they want the guy
every like he could have went yesterday, the day before, the day before, the day before. He could go every day of the week.
Start of the season, but yeah,
if
Will
Smith
getting the day off. He inked that 10-year, $140
your biggest
million
fish
extension back on March 27th.
out of the day gets wrote down
nice
for the 12-week tournament thing. And then the way he explained it to me is the top 10 teams with the heaviest fish,
interesting. You said 10 years. I didn't realize
the heaviest amount of fish.
And so,
but at the end of the 12 weeks, those top 10 teams will have a fish off. And I think he said the grand prize is like $12,000 for the winning team.
Perhaps for the Dodgers, going a little extra longer. We've seen this trend in the game to bring that average annual value down to the contract.
So far, he's lost. He's lost all of his money, but I think one outing so far.
Going on in 10 years.
He got the porch pot. So he got his money back that he had in
Austin Barnes.
Well, hey, it's gambling.
A quick message now from Texas Pete.
Texas Pete. Sauce like you mean it.
Top of the order, Mookie Betts. A walk and a ground out for Betts, and another ground out here.
Nice.
That's how you win 3 Gold Gloves as a pitcher right there, folks. On to the 6th.
That was a smoking ground ball back to Fried. Catches it, throws it to first for out number 3. So we are heading to the top of the 6th. We'll have Trump, Acuna, and Albies at bat when we come back. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in. If you're just joining us, we are heading to the top of the 6th with the Dodgers leading 2-0 over the Atlanta Braves. Oh, thank you, Mr. President.
Weights at Muscle
You
Beach.
the man.
They say that the women were just coming.
Donald Trump, everybody.
And this is regular speed, you guys said, right?
Yes, that's not slowed down. That is Wiley's sprint. Chadwick Trump.
Oh, high fly ball. Is it in play? Nope, out of play.
Does Wiley want to defend himself? Is his mic open? There he is.
I mean, I'm not sure I can defend myself if it's all truth. I mean
welcome in, everybody.
There flocks to laugh at me, and then you know, I saw a beached whale.
Hey, if
out
you haven't
there,
done so yet, please smash that thumbs up.
Oh, yeah, the old marine
Oh,
biologist.
am I too loud, huh?
Chadwick Trump gives us a ride to left center field, but Paez is over there in the gap, and there's one.
Oh, sorry about that, Randy.
Do we have the footage of Wiley actually doing pull-ups and all the other stuff at Muscle Beach?
No, because I didn't.
I guess I've never had anybody complain that my voice
I want to
is
see
loud.
you trying, though. I feel like that's,
okay, yeah.
I feel like that's part of the fun.
Am I too loud for anybody else?
See what Sean Farnham's got.
If you missed it yesterday, we showed Wiley. He had his caricature also done after his trip to the beach, and the resemblance was just uncanny. Back to the top of the order. Ronald Acuna is 0 for 2 today.
All right, so Acuna now 2-0 on the count.
About Ronald in the
He's
pregame
0 for 2
show
on the
today,
day with a
and
strikeout and the ground out.
much better bat here lately.
Game.
The overall numbers, you can see that batting average kind of on the rise,
That'll be
and
a
the
strike,
OPS
so
coming
strike
with it.
one.
But so far this season,
94 mile an hour
Beach has
fast
played
for
safely at least 2 times in a game. The Braves are 16.
Four-seam fastball.
That's a pretty telling stat.
Down in the dirt.
4 and 7.
Ball
When
3.
he doesn't get on base of these 2 times, and you go back over the last couple of years, same kind of thing. Winning percentage nearly 740 for the Braves when that happens.
Well, he gets on base here.
All 4, so
for the first time in Game 3.
we'll have a walk for Ronald Acuna. Tying run heading to the plate. I'll tell you, you know, guys and gals, it really seems like
2022. How about that
know,
record right there?
the
132 and 47. Now still respectable, but 10
our
games
starter,
over,
you know,
when it's 1-2
Eddie
or
Rosario.
for Ronald, and
It really
it's not as if
seems
he's
like
just kind of any old leadoff hitter that's trying to get on base. Of course, he does a
you
lot of
know,
damage at the very top of the order.
I wonder, and I ask myself every day after watching these games,
but the guy that's getting it done at the top,
how would we be playing if we still had Rosario?
When things are going well.
Would we be in this hitter slump?
And of course, everybody knows how good he is on the base paths.
Oh yeah, no problem there.
He can
Randy.
create so much trouble. Over 70 stolen bases last year. And 14 so far this season, third best in baseball.
I'll try and limit up the unnecessary talk. And I realize some of you guys come in, you want to hear the broadcasters as well.
When it comes to throwing out base stealers.
Ronald stays put, and Ozzie chases a knuckle curve that came down
Swing for the third miss. Out number 2.
Pretty good breaking ball here. It's outside of the strike zone. We know, of course, that Ozzie is going to be aggressive in everything that he does. He usually, of course, has been crushing lefties for a long time, but and it's twice now that Paxton has got him on the curveball.
All right,
3
come on, Riley.
strikeouts total for Paxton. 2 of them by Ozzie. Now Austin Riley stands in.
All right, so they go after Acuna at first, who's clearly
Paxton, 35 years old. He's had 7 seasons with Seattle over 2 stints, a couple of years with the Yankees.
Good year this season.
John
14 steals, everybody.
Pretty much missed 2 full
14.
seasons. Last
Will he
year
try?
he was in Boston.
Nope.
And he's getting Riley to fly out to Pages here in center. His first season with the Dodgers going pretty well right
That's
now.
out number
He has a
3, so
shutout
we are
against Atlanta
heading to
through
the
6.
bottom of the 6th. Giveaway alert. Giveaway alert. Who's my team, Randy? The Atlanta Braves, my friend. As you can tell. Even though I say that, and the other night when Mav and I streamed, I wore my Dodgers stuff and he wore the Braves. That was just something between me and him. He was, but how many times did he save us or get us out of a slump or I just really wonder would our batters not be hitting like they are now? I just can't believe how big of a change it's been from the 22 season, the 23, and then now the 24 with like I said, Acuna has 2 home runs. Albies has 3. Riley 3. Olsen 3. Ozuna 9. Ozuna, he's been on fire. But he's now in a drought, 4 or 5 game drought. D-Train has 5. Certainly not the same as at this point last year, that's for sure.
All right, fellas.
We're back to Dodger Stadium.
The wind has picked up since the start of this game, and it is blowing in from center and sometimes across the field from left to right.
So we got Shohei Ohtani at bat.
In the first inning when Shohei
Ohtani with a 2-run home run in the first inning.
Field, and those are the only runs in the game so far.
I think that fly ball that we saw to end the inning there off the bat of Austin Riley, a good indicator of what was going on with that wind. Pages has been busy out there in center field, and the ball's been moving around a couple different ways so far today.
But since that homer that Fried gave up to Shohei Ohtani, just 1 hit for the Dodgers and only a couple of base runners.
So there's always been the talk about the ball that carries better here right during the day than it does at night. But I looked, and since 2010 at this ballpark, it's been nearly identical as far as the home runs per game.
So you think it's a myth? Maybe.
I mean, you get it in your mind as a player, especially, and you believe it, and other guys will talk about it. But, I mean, the numbers, and I prefer to do a really big sample size in those situations.
So we're going to do another
what kind of offense you've had, what kind of pitching staff.
There's a giveaway alert coming in.
Might not be a good indicator.
Get your Steam game client ready, everybody. At the intermission between the bottom and the top of the 7th.
Has another hit.
Bottom of the 6, top of the 7. We'll
7 in the series.
Throw another game key out there in the chat. So Shohei's going to have a leadoff single.
And again, as we've talked about here, the plate coverage. Look how far off that plate, the ball is off the plate. Now, slightly elevated gives him a chance, but he is doing such an excellent job right now. When you're locked in, hitters will talk about this. And you see that reaction from Max Fried to say, well, what else can I throw him? Right? He goes, that wasn't a great curveball he threw him in his first at-bat where he hit the home run, but those were a couple of good left-on-left pitches that Ohtani is turning into base hits.
That's one where Max just has to tip his cap. Now Freddie
Max
Freeman.
Fried the pitch.
That comes in on the hands. It's rolled right to Ozzie, to Orlando.
1, 2,
oh! Freddie Freeman,
that was close.
Stretching and trying to get
just missed the double play. But we got Ohtani force out at second.
Not quite hit hard enough
so
to
that'll
get
be
this
2 outs.
Play. You can see in on the hands
but
there.
We still have a runner on first.
Went to Ozzie, gave it everything he had. You get the really good arm from Orlando over at short, but they just ran out of time. But you appreciate the effort.
That
you do
right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Shortstop that just goes and receives that ball like a first baseman, knowing he has a chance to turn.
Shohei Ohtani,
those two are always going to try.
With a show of sportsmanship, knew that he was not going to make it to the second base, and actually ducked, and gave them a chance to throw the ball to first.
Is 0 for 2.
You don't see that too often.
A better look at Max Fried.
Hey, Laney, how you doing?
Than Freddie Freeman. He has seen it the most times. I don't think he's going anywhere, but I did find it very interesting that last year he stole 23 bases. His career high as a Brave was 10.
And he's left for North Carolina, huh?
Last year here in Los Angeles.
And would assume some of that due to the rule changes last year as well.
No doubt, as we saw, stolen bases and the success rate jump pretty significantly last year.
But that is a big jump to go from 10 as a career high to 23.
Especially as you get older.
Yes, 34 now, 33 last year.
Welcome in, everybody. Remember to smash that thumbs up for us.
Center field into the teeth of the wind.
Oh, it is gone.
And into the seats. A 2-run homer for
another
Hernandez.
2-run home run for the Dodgers. So Dodgers on top, 4-0 in the bottom of the 6th. That's Hernandez's 8th home run of the season, 25th RBI.
Curveball here from Max, and you can see it right there in the middle of the plate. He wants it down a little bit further. You got a very aggressive hitter in Teoscar Hernandez. He will chase that pitch outside of the strike zone, which I think is where Max was trying to go, bottom or below, and couldn't quite get it there, unfortunately.
Hernandez now has 2 homers in the series. Ohtani has 2, and then Max Muncy had the 3 home run game yesterday. So those guys have put a few dents in the baseballs here this weekend at Dodger Stadium.
I know, Lane. Our boys just can't get with it out here on the West Coast.
Dodgers collectively 46 homers on the season, and that leads all National League teams.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but because I didn't pay attention to the Seattle series at all. I think we lost that series 2-1 as well, didn't we? I mean, at least we pulled a win out of that series.
Really only made a couple of mistakes, CJ, but when you face a lineup like this, guys like Ohtani and Hernandez, they'll make you pay.
And I think we noticed it throughout the series. I know yesterday's game got away from the Braves and saw some big numbers for the Dodgers. But that first game, some of the games we saw in Seattle for this road trip, when you're playing teams with either really good offenses or in the case of even the Mariners, really good pitching staffs, it's going to be just a couple of things that we'll look at when the game is over that made the difference one way or the other. And so far today, it's been 2 curveballs.
Sorry about that.
That wasn't a terrible one, but still wasn't his best. And then the one to Shohei was one that
2-2 count to Hernandez.
Hernandez twice has grounded out to Austin Riley. He hits this one foul.
And that's what makes this game so cruel, because the base hit that Shohei Ohtani had was a good pitch. Right? We kind of joked a little bit about the expression that we saw from Max Fried to say, well, where else can I throw that pitch? And so it's a base hit to a good hitter on a good pitch, but then the curveball. Here we are 86 pitches into his outing, and he'll look at 2 pitches that he might regret a little bit. Almost seems unfair.
Called strike.
I'm not sure if I asked question, Lane.
Kike Hernandez was disgusted at the call, but he
is
back to the dugout, 2 away.
I think this is where the cut on that fastball comes into play. Maybe looking a little bit further in.
I don't remember
when
the
it
question
actually
if we
crossed
did.
the
Sorry.
plate. Might have been off a
I
little
got the
bit.
cough and lost all train of thought.
But it still had some of that movement going left to right.
6 strikeouts now for Max Fried.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He had in Seattle to start this road trip.
No, because I think we won one game out of the Seattle.
Against Seattle.
Yeah, this would be the first game. If the Dodgers sweep us, it'll be our first. Us being swept for the first time this season, I do believe. I mean, you know, I used to have confidence with saying, 4 runs. You know, that's easy. We can come back from that. But not with how we've been batting lately. Yeah, we had Mr. Gene. Mean Gene was here with us early in the stream, guys.
Strikes him out on 3 pitches.
Got him.
But a 2-run homer by Hernandez doubles the Dodger lead.
So we're heading to the top of the 7th. All right, intermission. Giveaway alert. Get ready. Get your Steam game client ready, everybody. Here comes the next giveaway. Thank you, everybody, for all the support you have given the channel. I certainly appreciate it. Remember, the _escape the traps ... is the name of the game. You want to start with the V9 and thereafter. That is the game key. Grab that, head to your Steam game client, go to the redeem section, paste it in, redeem it, and the game is yours for free for life. But one catch. You got to hurry. It's 1 redeem per key, so if somebody beats you to it, it's going to give you an error telling you it's already been claimed. Thank you again for everybody coming and supporting the channel. I love you all like y'all as my brothers and sisters. Thank you so much. You guys have been very good to me over these Dodgers streams. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, guys. And gals. Hey, Grave, how you doing? I know it. I hate, 3 games in a row. We have just been... Now, game 1 was exciting. Oh, man, was it exciting. Back and forth. You know, we seen Riley break his home run slump. We seen Acuna break his home run slump. But it just wasn't enough. We couldn't pull it out at the end. But it was a great game. Game 2, we got destroyed.
Sox, that's who the Braves.
All right, we're back at Dodger Field.
6:30 Eastern will go on here back at Truist Park on Valley Sports South and the Valley Sports app, all presented by
Olsen 0 for 2 on the day.
Matt Olson to right center field.
That's going to be a double for Olsen if he can get around.
Olson heads for second. Tag is applied.
They got him! Oh, my!
And unfortunately, it's kind of how things have gone here in Los Angeles for the Braves.
Matt Olson thrown out and tagged at second.
Well, first of all, it's a good swing. We've seen quite a few today for Matt Olson. And you see head down right on this baseball, 93-mile-an-hour four-seamer. But Hernandez has got himself a strong arm out there. We've seen him in the 90s with his throws, and that one on the money. 3rd assist of the season for Teoscar Hernandez.
I think Marcell Ozuna's backswing may have gotten a piece of Austin Barnes there. Remember last year in Atlanta, it was when Will Smith was catching that Ozuna's backswing hit the catcher. They would have a couple of words. It was more Will Smith talking to Marcell Ozuna.
Looks like Marcel's bat got another catcher.
Fastball, but you get the one-arm finish from Marcell, and so because of that, it is a lengthy and kind of deep follow-through. But you know that going in, and I've always felt, regardless of the situation, that's on the catcher. You kind of got to know your guys that are going to be long. There's no intent. I feel like it's on the catchers to adjust accordingly.
Yeah, that was the same conversation we had last year when Will Smith took issue with it, and He knew. Everybody knows the scouting report. Marcell Ozuna sends this in the air.
Ozuna out to the track.
Does it have a
God, Big Bear, home run!
Solo homer, Marcell Ozuna.
There you go, Bear.
He's tied for the major
the
league
slope is done.
now with 10, and Atlanta is on the board. Stadium booed, and then the fan who caught the ball threw it back into right center field. But it still counts as a homer.
Dodgers fan threw the ball back into the right field.
Well, maybe that'll jumpstart this Braves offense here.
All right, so now the Braves have cut the lead 4-1. 0-1 count to Orlando Arcia. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in.
Different, CJ, but think about it.
If you haven't done so yet, please smash that thumbs up. We're looking for a 20-like goal.
The second time in this series that we've seen a mistake on the base pass.
Thank you so much. We're sitting at 15 right now. We need 5 more to hit that like goal.
3 straight hits for Atlanta. Orlando Arcia
all right,
to the left side.
It's
so
on
James
base.
Paxton is proving human here in the 7th inning.
Big Bear has broke the slump.
Quicker, but they're doing it now.
He has now tied the National League leading
long enough.
10 home runs.
Fooled by the speed of the pitch. He stays on it, gets most of the barrel to it. And lots of pressure right now on James Paxton.
Shohei Ohtani is at 9 tonight. He hit a 2-run blast.
So continue things. Left center. Pages is over though to
that'll be out number 2.
Tries to rifle back towards first, but Arcia gets back. Pages showing that strong arm, though. Well, that's a couple of times Harris has hit it to left center, but doesn't have anything to show for it.
Yeah, 103 off the bat last time. This time, 107 for Michael. And there's nothing you can do about it. Again, I think the approaches have been good. We've highlighted it. Just kind of wears you out a little bit over time.
Saw Joe Kelly warming up. I think Dave Roberts is sensing that James Paxton is hit the wall a little bit. And he's going to head to the bullpen here with 2 outs in the 7th.
All right, so not quite sure who will have Joe Kelly. Looks like they are bringing Joe Kelly in. We'll have Adam Duvall up the bat, Chadwick Trump on deck, and top of the order, Ronald Acuna Jr. in the hole. Welcome in, guys. Welcome. I know, right? Right, Laney? You know, throwing that ball back, you know, if you're going to do that, just, you know, put it up for auction. Give it to charity. Do something good with it. Oh, you're very welcome, Miss Lane. Happy to do it. All right, we are back to Dodger Field.
The Braves offense starting to pick up a little bit here. The homer by Ozuna, you got a runner on. And now Joe Kelly will come out of that Dodger bullpen. Remember to stay tuned. Coming up, The stretch presented by Georgia Natural Gas when we hit between the top and bottom of the 7th inning.
So you get a big arm from Joe Kelly with this fastball that'll get up to 100 miles an hour at times. Good strikeouts.
Yep, we have Joe Kelly pitching for the Dodgers.
Well, for
first pitch, high and outside.
His bullpen in general,
on the inside,
though, has not
there.
done a great job when they have
Close to
inherited
hitting
runners.
balls.
41% of them have scored. League average is usually around 32 or so.
2 outs with the runner on first.
He inherits Orlando Arcia down at first base. And misses outside with a knuckle curve. 2-0 here to Adam Duvall.
That was a knuckle curve ball.
There's 99.
That's going to be a sinker. 99 mile an hour sinker for a strike one.
As you told
Adam
the story
Duvall,
yesterday or 2 days ago, Shohei Ohtani now has number 17 that Kelly used to have, and he got a Porsche in exchange for that jersey swap.
I don't know if he's allowed to drive it. The gift was to Joe Kelly's wife, who made the big push to get Shohei Ohtani in a Dodger uniform.
I feel like he should at least get it once a week when he's home, right? Take it on the highway, let it rip for a little bit. 3-1 to Duvall. That's tough. Should have been ball 4, 3-2.
That's a big one in a big spot, and you can see Adam Duvall having that conversation
Let's
right
see
now
that one
with
again.
Home plate umpire.
Jeez, are you kidding me?
Big spot, and you can see it there.
5 inches outside the
pitch,
box.
even though it was off the plate.
This ump calls it a strike.
Two down. Here's the payoff.
When you got 3 ball lengths outside the box, that's not a strike.
Swing and a miss.
Got him swinging for out number 3, so we are moving to the middle of the bottom of the 7th inning stretch. Dodgers leading 4-1. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to do the last membership giveaway of the night for the Golden Broom celebration. Good luck, everybody. Incoming. Congratulations, David Thomas. You were gifted a membership. So congrats to D. Congrats to D. Carroll and David Thomas. They were tonight's recipients of a free month of the MVP membership. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Absolutely appreciate you. We got 2 more keys to hand out. 2 more game keys, so we'll do one. We'll do one in between the top and bottom of the 8th, and we'll do the last one just before the game ends. You're very welcome, my friend. Certainly appreciate having you here and you supporting the channel. Absolutely. All right, 0-1 to Rojas. Rojas 0 for 2 today with 2 ground outs. He has a .264 batting average, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, and a .792 OPS. Oh, radio,
18th,
sorry.
And it was just hours after a huge earthquake. So just a couple of hours after that, his mom Carrie goes into labor. Well, everyone is kind of in a tizzy because of the huge earthquake. So his parents are driving around worried, looking for a hospital to be able to deliver Max. And ultimately, after the delivery, his parents had to leave the hospital just 6 hours after Max was born because officials were concerned that the hospital might collapse because it was unstable from the earthquake. So quite a tumultuous entry.
All right, so we are 2-2 in the count, no outs. Bottom of the 7th.
Mom should be celebrated in a big way every Mother's Day.
Max Fried on his 95th pitch.
Line
drive to center. Harris extends out the arm and comes up with the catch. Beautiful play.
It's kind of like birthdays, too. I always feel like, you know, we get celebrated on our birthday. We didn't do anything. Mom did all the work. That should kind of be a reminder of that day for Mom, and especially when you have that kind of birth and all those circumstances surrounding them.
I'm with you. And all Dad did was, you know, he was there when it happened, and then at the end he's just there saying, "Good job, honey." That's such little contribution we make to the world, CJ.
Just stay out of the way is pretty much what it comes down to. I told you I was 2 for 3. I missed my third son. I was in Miyazaki, Japan when he was born, and I still hear about it 16 years later. Hey, remember when I gave birth by myself?
And you say, "I do," and I was there in spirit. And I'll be there every day from now until eternity, honey. Time is called here. Chadwick Tromp's got to get the pitch comm device working again. Listed as a sellout today at Dodger Stadium, by the way. It's the best crowd of the 3 games. 4th sellout of the season here at the old ballpark.
That's a great.
All right, so we have 1 out, 2-0 the count to Chris Taylor.
Essentially looks like kind of the 4 decks.
Taylor 0 for 2 on the day.
The way that looks with that center. That
got a 75. Oh, 0.
Here in Los Angeles.
.075 batting average on the season and a .29
center fielder Michael Harris. Gonna have to charge.
Harris is charging in.
But he's
has it. Easy can of corn out number 2.
2 outs. Max Fried at 98 pitches as we get a quick message from Zaxby's.
Zaxby's now has fried shrimp, and it comes with all new Zax tail sauce. Can I get a?
Well, let's see if Fried can get through 7. He's got the 9th batter in the order here, the catcher, Austin Barnes. Fifth start in a regular season game here for Max Fried at Dodger Stadium in his career. 2 home runs, and obviously those are big, but outside of that, he has pitched well. The 2 mistakes, so 1 to Ohtani, the 2-run homer in the 1st inning, and then Hernandez with a 2-run blast in the 6th. One and 2 to Barnes.
Foul ball, so 1 and 2. Barnes 0 for 1. He was walked in the 5th.
Quite a view.
You said that was Mount Olympus in the background?
Had to be ball due.
That was Mount Rainier. Yeah.
Even at
was
2.
It? We're joking. It's a little hat tip to a mistake made up in Seattle.
I still don't know which is which, if that makes you feel any better.
They're both tall.
Okay.
Rainier's taller. 2-2. Downstairs full count.
Down and dirty for ball 3. Count is now full. 3 and 2. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. 4-1 lead.
103 pitches for Fried. Let's see if he can end this day on number 104. Into the wide.
All 4.
Missed. We'll see if Brian Snitker lets him face Mookie Betts or if he goes to the bullpen here. That's going to be Rick Kranitz that comes out, so that typically would indicate that Fried is going to stay in the game.
It's kind of interesting there. Austin Barnes, did you see him look back after that pitch? It looked like it was pretty far outside. But
well, I'd say that's it for Fried at 104 pitches.
And obviously, he's been behind the plate all day, including that one to Adam Duvall last inning, and so he was kind of double-checking even though he felt like it was a ball. That'll give you an idea of just kind of what the strike zone has been like here this afternoon. I'd say clearly a ball. But watch Austin Barnes. Double-check, okay. I don't know if Corey's Blazers maybe love that so much.
You are watching Hyundai Sunday here on Valley Sports. Braves down 4-1. Max Fried.
Hyundai Sunday, huh?
Face the top of the order and Mookie Betts.
Here we go.
AJ Minter is loosening in the pen.
That'll be ball one.
Like this decision, though, to give Max another batter here?
I mean, matchup-wise, they didn't have anybody out when the inning started, so I felt like they were confident getting through at least 4 hitters and thinking about how much time somebody like A.J. Minter would need to get ready. The 4th time through, there's always some risk involved, but I think you look at something like this, the velocity still has been good. You don't see necessarily signs of fatigue within the mechanics from Max Fried. Still really good spin on his breaking ball, and so I think for Snit, more often than not leans on that side of giving his starting pitchers an extra opportunity. It makes some sense that he's giving Max this chance right here.
Comes the pitch.
96.
High and outside, ball
2 balls and a strike.
Mookie Betts is 0 for 2 on the day. He was walked in the first.
And the Braves have really done an excellent job.
Got a .355 batting average on the season, 6 homers, 27 ribbies, and a 1.04 OPS.
Grounder to third.
Austin Riley throws it to Olsen.
And Max Fried does get through 7.
That is the end of the 7th. Giveaway alert. Giveaway alert. Giveaway alert. Head on to the chat, guys. Here it comes. Get ready. Get your Steam gameplay ready, because here it comes. Oh, I guess I got to be on chat first. Here we go. There is the second to the last game key of the night. So remember, start with the YH in the remainder of those letters. That is the game key itself. Be the first to copy and paste that game key into your game Steam game client. Your game Steam game client. Listen to me, sorry about that. Got to do it fast, though. If somebody else gets it before you, it's going to give you an error telling you it's already been redeemed. That is from me to you. Thank you for all the support you guys have shown me. You guys are why I do this. You guys are a very big part of why I do this. Now, yes, we certainly hope that we'll have more Golden Broom celebrations throughout the season. Remember, to get a Golden Broom, it's as simple as the Braves during a season sweeping the team. If the Braves sweep a team during the season, we do a Golden Broom celebration where we just give away random things. I plan on doing at least 3 t-shirts, 3 hats, and even possibly 1 team jersey. And they will be purchased from the MLB.com. And one of the stipulations, it's just getting the logistics done of how to do it, because I want it to be fair for everyone. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
That they have here at Dodger Stadium. If
Sorry
you
about
notice
that, we
how
missed
thin the lines are.
the first two pitches there. We're back to Dodger Stadium.
Baseball, there was a story
1-1 the count
about
to Jared Kelnick.
2008,
Kelnick, 278 batting average,
see how
no
thick the
homers,
lines
4
are going to
ribbies,
first base, and that's what most
667
batters'
OPS on
boxes
the
look
season.
like. But there was a hitter that asked that they go a little bit thinner. He felt like they were a distraction. They were too big, too thick, and so they changed it back around 08, 09, and they've left it ever since.
Anyways, the moral of that story was we definitely have plans for bigger, better things.
You see him line the field. Well, that does look different than every other ballpark. 3 balls and a strike here to Kelnick.
Got my sealed baseball card, box of them.
Blake Trinan, how about this?
Got 2 of those
since September of 2022.
I don't know how.
Activated before the game today. Evan Phillips went on IL with a hamstring issue.
I haven't decided on how I'm going to implement that into a
3-run lead in the 8th, and now a 3-2 count on Kelnick.
When he has been healthy, he has been really good and dominant at times. He's dealt with some significant injuries. It's a slider and a cutter, a 2-seam and a 4-seamer that would sit 97, 98 miles an hour a couple of years ago.
A big moment for him, and he gets a big first out. They will have to throw down to first, and they do. And there's 1 away in the 8th.
I'm not understanding that.
Georgia Natural Gas
spotlights
Ronald.
It was either like a foul tip or something, or the catcher dropped the ball. I don't know, but it's where they make the runner run the base regardless. What are they doing for that? I don't quite understand that.
In those last 4 series, for sure.
Top of the batting order, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And Blake Trinan, there's that fly fastball. Just like the starting pitcher today, James Paxton. Trinan is 35 years of age.
He had an all-star season back in 2018 in which he threw 80 1/3 innings and posted a 0.78 ERA. It was an incredible year that he had dealt with some injuries, some struggles after that. And then in 2021, 1.99 ERA, and some domination from this right-hander. Again, when he is on and he is healthy, he's nearly unhittable.
His catcher Austin Barnes wants to talk to him. Now that all-star season came with Oakland back in 2018. Let's get a quick message in here from Delta.
From Braves country to the world. Delta, official airline of the Atlanta Braves.
I'd like to give a shout out to my good friend KGB over there at the C Sports Network.
Thank you again, Mr. Trump.
Grounded is short. Mookie Betts charging.
Oh, that's going to be out number 2.
And makes a throw across. 2 outs.
So we have Ozzy Albies heading to the plate.
This park being a little older, it's, you look in the National League now, it's actually the only park that is
give the chicken charge.
That has outfield fence.
High and outside.
Left to right.
All 1.
Is that right? You said in the NL?
In the NL. There are 2 in the AL that have.
All right, don't tell me yet. Kansas City.
Yep.
And the Angels.
Nope.
Oh, that's wrong.
Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping by. Hey, if you haven't done so yet, please smash that thumbs up.
Trinan pitch for him, had an all-star season.
Well, that's going to retire the side.
Coliseum.
Out number 3.
Flies out to center. On we go to the bottom of.
And to the bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th. Giveaway alert! Giveaway alert! Giveaway alert! Incoming will be the last giveaway game key of the night. Let me get my chat window up. This will be the last giveaway game of the night. All right. And here you have it. Thank you so much, everybody. I actually put a space in between the dot and the game key to make it easier this time, guys and gals. We are back to Dodger Stadium. Thank you, everybody. Again, that will conclude our Golden Broom celebration for the night. Thank you to Dee Carroll and David Thomas. They were the recipients of the 1 month membership giveaway.
Comes into catch, and AJ Mitchell will pitch here for Atlanta.
And congratulations to whoever was able to claim the games. I hope you enjoy them.
14 fastball, cutter, and changeup.
Shohei Ohtani to straightaway center
field. Ohtani with a home run.
For Ohtani.
That's Ohtani's 10th of the season. He will now be tied with Big Bear, Marcell Ozuna, the Atlanta Braves. I think, not sure who they're tied with. I just know Bear hit his 10th, and they said that he was tied for National League leader.
Right, but it's still coming in.
Now I know Trout had 10 before he got hurt.
And to hit that ball over 460
so it may be Trout
in these conditions, that is
which
something.
Trout is out right now with a torn meniscus or something, I believe.
Well, I guess that's how you make $700 million. Now Freddie Freeman.
Not a problem, David.
He is something, you know, all the comparisons, and obviously not pitching this year, but all
no,
the comparisons to Babe Ruth. I never, CJ, as the calendar really flipped to the 2000s, thought there would be a two-way player again like that.
Freddie Freeman out to left field. That'll be caught for out number one.
Something. Yeah, he's the real deal. We'll see as far as the second elbow surgery and how he bounces back from a pitching standpoint next year. He's going through all of that rehab right now, but he has done both of those things at a really high level. And as long as he is healthy doing both things, he's a really tough guy to take the MVP away from, quite honestly. I saw him his first spring training when I was working for the Rangers, was like 2018. He had such a bad spring hitting-wise. I remember thinking, this guy's not going to be able to hit in the big leagues. He was late on 90-mile-an-hour fastballs, had really bad swings against lefties. Like, he just didn't look like he was going to be able to hang offensively, and I almost felt like he was working us. Obviously, that has not been the case.
Turned out okay for him.
Thinking, oh, maybe he'll just be a pitcher only, and that's fine too.
Teoscar Hernandez down the right field line. Wind is blowing this toward the foul pole, and it is foul just to the right of the pole.
And Teoscar thought that was a homer and started celebrating as if it was a home run, and he is expecting probably a crew chief challenge here from the umpires.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he may have an argument. So they
kind of a crazy.
Call on the field is confirmed. Foul ball.
Foul ball.
Yeah, Ohtani, 5 All-Star seasons in Japan before coming over. You mentioned 2018, becomes the AL Rookie of the Year, and now 2-time MVP when he was with the Angels in 2021 and 2023.
Yeah, he played it perfectly, especially from a contract standpoint. But
all right, 0-2 the count, one out. Bottom of the 8th.
Fell right in their lap.
5-1 lead.
Wanted to go.
Dodgers over Atlanta.
Instead of trying to cash in 2 years later, he waited 6 years later and cashed in a huge way here with the Dodgers.
Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in.
10 years, $700 million deal that he signed on December 11th. Largest contract.
We are stalled out at 15 likes. We need 20 likes.
But again, as we were talking about
get the algorithm
2 nights ago, what's so weird about it is that really right now he's only getting paid $2 million per year. I say only, but $68 million of that is deferred to the next decade. Ground ball weakly to first, and Matt Olson can't handle it.
Oh, Matty.
Teoscar Hernandez will be on second base.
We know how good of a defender
Now's not the time to lose your heads, boys.
Spin on it as it was hit off of the end of the bat.
Matt Olson, easy chopper down to him, misses it, goes right on by him.
And watch this, feeling like
Matt had a horrible error yesterday too.
And Olson thought he was going to get it. Those are tough and just like kind of underneath or around the glove there for Matt Olson. Over the glove.
A.J. Minter will exit the game with a runner at second as the Braves go back to the bullpen here in the bottom of the 8th.
Looks like we're going to have a pitcher change. Looks like they kept us here on the field. Yeah, but they want to play music in the background, so I'll keep us muted. What's taking so long for a pitcher change? Wow.
There for Jesse, he's been really good so far.
All right, so we got Uncle Jesse pitching.
Now that he has pitched in this ballpark for a kid who grew up about an hour east of here. Of course, he pitched as a Dodger.
First pitch would be ball 1.
Visitor in this ballpark.
And he inherits a runner at second base with 1 out. Max Fried went 7, gave up 4. Then A.J. Minter came on here in the 8th, and now Jesse Chavez. Two balls and a strike.
So kind of considered to be that long man in the bullpen.
All right, I'm going to pause it and get it synced back up. Interactive just a touch ahead of the sound.
He had not pitched for 2 weeks. He pitches against the Mariners in a tight game and hitting all his spots and looking really sharp, and he made that look a lot easier.
All right. On the next windup with Chavez, we should be able to unpause it.
It really is.
Hits a spot there. That is beautifully located on the inside.
Door cutter here from Jesse Chavez. Just a little bit of movement to come in and catch that inside corner.
So 2 outs, and now here is Andy Pages, who has.
All right.
Struck out 3 times today.
There we go.
About how
now
good
it's
he's
synced.
been,
Sorry
and he
about
has
that,
been since his call
I
up in
am just
mid-April.
real
3 Ks today.
OCD about getting it as synced up as possible. Sorry about that. So we got 2 outs. Uncle Jesse now
swing
and a miss. So 1-1 to count to Andy Page.
The 40-year-old pitching to the 23-year-old.
Pages is 0 for 3 today with 3 strikeouts.
Right center. It's going to hang in the air. And Michael Harris will go
Harris
over
is under
to
it for
grab it.
out number
Braves
3.
will need 4 in the top of the 9th.
That is the
Riley.
end of the 8th inning. We're going to be heading to the top of the 9th where the Braves will need 4 just to tie the game. Again, like I said, thank you to everybody that has come and supported the channel tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you for that like, whoever gave that like. We're now at 16. Can we make 20 before the end of the game? If you haven't done so yet, please smash that thumbs up. Oh, thank you so much for that subscribe as well. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I'll get that updated here momentarily. Again, thank you. I don't know who it was that subscribed. You obviously have your YouTube hidden to the public that you don't show your who you're subscribed to. So, which is no big deal. We welcome you to the family just as well as anybody else. It's just when you have yours public, it would have came up and gave you a nice welcome screen and welcomed you into the Outlaw Club. So, appreciate you joining in. Happy to have you as an outlaw. Home Run Derby VR, absolutely. I don't know if that's going to be a separate part of the game. Do I have to buy that? Oculus and through Steam. Okay, yes, I do. See, now that commercial that they're showing for that, that could be run through Steam as well. So like I said, Steam is very, very powerful, guys and gals.
Every time, so it's
you're
pretty much been
you're
all
a video
or nothing.
gamer.
Against
you
Michael
like
Grove so
things
far
like
this
that,
season. Good strikeouts, 23 of
got,
those in his 19
got,
innings.
Virtual reality goggles.
The 27-year-old
really cool
reliever throws a slider in there, 0-1 to Austin Riley.
And far and away, that is the pitch that you will see the most here. 52% slider usage for Michael Grove. 65 against right-handed hitters.
Down and dirty, ball 1.
So the Dodgers trying to get a
count
sweep here
to
to the
Austin
Braves.
Riley.
These two teams will not meet again
Riley
until the middle of
0 for 2
September
today.
in Atlanta
Walked
for a
the
4-game series. The 13th through the 16th of September. This is bounce foul. But would anticipate when these two teams meet then, both will be right in the thick of things, getting to a playoff run. And those games likely to mean a lot.
I would agree, Edward. It is a tall order right now, the way our guys are hitting. But last season, it was nothing to have. We could be down 8.
And
we'd come back
for the Braves. You go home, you get the day off.
I mean, it was like you don't ever
bet. Off, you go back on the road.
It was like you don't ever bet against the Braves.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of a weird
season,
part
man,
here. More off days
our
out
guys
to
are
the schedule
just
a couple
not
of years
batting.
ago. So yeah, 2 off days in the same week. Somewhat odd, but you're coming off, of course, that West Coast trip. The Braves will get in late tonight, so the off day will come at the right time. And like you said, hopefully getting the club back on track against the Red Sox, who were playing some really good baseball.
And there's a really good pitch from Michael Grove. And
well, strike 3 on Riley, so that's out number 1.
Well, after we saw the slider and the cutter, it's a 95-mile-an-hour two-seam fastball at the very bottom of the strike zone.
I know, Lane. It's like it don't matter how much cheering we do.
Off the bounce, Rojas backing up into the
out
outfield
number 2.
grass. Matt Olson is retired. Braves down to their final out here.
Marcell Ozuna. Big Bear's last at bat slapped a home run.
And now the man responsible
Solo
for the
homer.
1 run, Marcell Ozuna,
Braves
who had the solo homer in the
only
7th inning.
offense today.
Smattering of boos as Marcell comes up, and that's because fans were upset that on his backswing, his bat caught the helmet of the catcher Barnes. Those fans probably remembering the incident with he and Will Smith last year in Atlanta.
You mean the 50% that are still here?
Yeah. Some of them have opted to head out early. With the 0-2 pitch. Downstairs,
down in the dirt, ball 1.
Dodgers trying to make it 11-2 in their last 13 games. Ozuna swings through.
Got him swinging. That's
First
game.
time this year, the Braves have been swept.
That is game. First time this year, the Braves have been swept. Congratulations,
offensively,
the
not the
Dodger
series
fans.
that we anticipated with this offense and how good they have been all year. This afternoon, though, in particular, every run that was scored in this game came via the home run.
Today we had
Los Angeles Dodgers
30 votes on the chat vote,
the Atlanta Braves.
and it was dead even at 50.
The Red Sox on Tuesday.
I don't know how that would work.
You spending your Sunday afternoon with us.
Today's was for
To
fun.
get back on the balance beam at Truist
But
Park on Tuesday. We will talk to you then for
the Dodgers
Stay
won,
tuned.
so I mean,
presented by
I don't know how I would call
It's
that.
coming up
That would have to be a
for
win.
Ronnie Ballard
regardless.
downstairs, for CJ Nitkowski to my right, and for our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gautin signing off and saying so long.
So that is awesome, guys and gals. But not so awesome for us Braves fans. We've seen our team get swept for the first time this year. So, let me go take a look real quick here. I don't know what the schedule's like here for the Braves. I know tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment. I got to go see a specialist for the gastrologist. Not particularly looking, well, I am actually looking forward to it, to finally get something done with what's going on. But on the other hand, I'm not. Okay, yeah. So tomorrow is our off day. So that'll work good. I don't have to worry. But how about this? Anybody that likes to come hang out, especially you Dodger fans, if I've gained any new Dodger fans that'd like to come watch the streams, tomorrow's Dodger game 1 versus the Marlins starts at 10:10 p.m. Eastern, so 9:10 p.m. Central. I'll surely be done with all the Dodger stuff by then. So how about tomorrow we will do a Dodger stream for the Braves day off. I got to keep this streaming thing going. It's just if it would have been a Braves game and would have been earlier in the day, there's no way I could have done it. Gino, missed you, buddy. We lost. So that's what we'll plan on. Everybody is, the Dodgers will be at home playing against the Miami Marlins. That game will start at 10:10 10:10 p.m. Eastern, 9:10 p.m. Central. So we'll plan on tomorrow doing a Dodger stream, and then let's look at Tuesday. Tuesday, we will have a late game or a later in the afternoon game. That'll be a 7:20 p.m. Eastern, a 6:20 p.m. Central first pitch. And we'll be heading home, and we'll be hosting the Boston Red Sox. I will be doing that series as well. Sometime during that series, we're going to do the community chat vote celebration. It's a makeup. We didn't get to it this series, so we will, during the Boston Red Sox series, we will have that celebration on game 1. So Tuesday we'll be doing another giveaway. Yeah, thanks, David. Appreciate you stopping in, my friend, and congratulations to you and Dee on becoming members of the clan, members of the Outlaws. Now, how many game series is that? There's 2. Okay, that looks to be a 2-game series, unless they have a day off in between. Nope. That'll be a 2-game series with Boston Red Sox. So, but it starts out that we could get a Golden Broom out of it. If the Braves sweep them, that's Golden Broom celebration. If the community chat vote gets them right, we can earn another giveaway that way as well. So that's what we got to look forward to, guys and gals. Monday, 9:10, first pitch, 9:10, or hold on here again. I don't want to mistell you. First pitch, 9:10 Central. Dodgers versus Marlins at home for the Dodgers. So with that said, thank you everybody for all the support. You guys were amazing tonight. We got 3 subs out of it. We didn't quite make the goal, I don't think, for the likes, but hey, that's all right. We were close. We had 16 likes, so thank you everybody. Thank you very much. Remember, Monday, 9:10 first pitch. It's 9:10 Central, 10:10 Eastern. Dodgers taking on the Marlins, and then I'll see you Tuesday for a 7:20 Eastern, 6:20 Central first pitch, and the Braves will be coming home, and we'll host the Boston Red Sox for a 2-game series. All right, guys and gals. Hey, this is KGB for the C Sports Network, and I'll see you all on the next one. You guys rock and roll, man. Thank you so much. I'm out. Peace.